Hey everyone. So today we are taking a look at two different portable tire inflators that we actually bought ourselves, and we've been using them in real world situations. Dan picked these up because he wanted to see how they really compared outside of the specs, things like how fast they are, how easy they are to use, and which one actually makes the most sense to keep in the car or, in our case, the RV. We've tested both of them out. So let's jump in and see how they stacked up.
So this is my wife's truck. This is not the vehicle we use to tow our travel trailer. But I did want to demonstrate a new tool that we have, and this just happened to have 4 tires that were low. So normally I use this Ryobi air compressor, and it works really well. It has a, but sometimes you want to do other things, so I found another product that's handy because you can kind of plug it in, set it, and then it will automatically inflate the tire to the proper pressure that you set for it. So if you're along a busy highway and you have a low tire and you pull off and you don't want to stand out there and possibly, you know, get hit by a car, you can just set this handy unit up and inflate your tire while you sit in the comfort of your car. This is a rechargeable unit. It comes with instructions and a charging cord, and it also comes with a screw in. Just
show how that connected. Oh yeah.
It just locks right in.
That's cool.
So we'll want to find the air pressure for our tires. I always like to go look at this tag on the inside of the driver's side door. It tells you right here what size tire you have and the pressure you should have in each one, and in this case it's 35 psi. This also comes with attachments for inflating a ball, football, basketball, or if you're trying to inflate a raft, or you know, some kind of water toy. It comes with all the attachments. First thing you want to do is unscrew your cap. And you'll take the business end and screw it onto your tire valve, your air valve. Okay, it's on. And it's set to, see, it's already showing we're low. We're at 31.5 psi. We actually want to be at 35, so we're going to use the top buttons, in this case the minus button, take that down to 35. As you can see, when it reached the set point of 35 psi, it automatically shut off. So that took about how long?
I don't know. I would say it took maybe, like, did it take 2 minutes?
Roughly 2 minutes to go from 31 to 35 psi. So if you're really low, it's going to take you a few more minutes to do that. And right here indicates that our battery life is still almost full.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. So
we could easily do all 4 tires going from roughly 31 to 35 and still have plenty of battery life left. If you had going from a flat tire, it may use a little bit more juice, but this is a nice handy little unit. It works well. I have no complaints, but I do recommend you keeping a backup, as in the something like the Ryobi just in case you know, you run out of battery on this. And obviously the Ryobis use the replaceable batteries, so you can keep these stashed in your car, and if you run out of juice on one battery, you just pop another one in and you're ready to go, and you can always keep your tires inflated. So now we're going to use the Ryobi air compressor to fill up the other tires on our truck. And you want to obviously remove the cap, and then this has a quick connect, and you just push on and lock it down. And with the Ryobi, it's showing what your air pressure is currently, and all you do is push the trigger and it'll start the compressor, and when it reaches your desired air pressure, you just release the trigger and that's it. So we're gonna watch the gauge on here go up from 32 to 35, which is the air pressure we want in this tire. And that's it.
So after testing both of these inflators out in real world situations, honestly, we can see a place for both of them depending on what it is that you need. Starting with the Modari inflator, this one is definitely the more convenient set it and forget it option. You hook it up, set the PSI you want, hit start, and it automatically shuts off once it reaches that pressure. That's probably my favorite feature that this one has. And honestly, that can make a huge difference. Think about if you're on this side of the road in bad weather at night, or somewhere where there's just a lot of traffic, where you really don't want to be standing outside longer than necessary. It's also super versatile because it comes with multiple attachments. So beyond vehicle tires, you can use it for bike tires, sports balls, river tubes, air mattresses, all the camping stuff that you would normally have with you on a trip. For us, that makes this one really practical to keep in the RV. Now, the trade-off is that it's not the fastest inflator in the world. It definitely takes a little longer to fill a tire compared to the Ryobi, but it does get the job done, and the convenience factor is hard to ignore. Now, switching over to the Ryobi inflator, this thing is noticeably faster, and if speed is your priority, the Ryobi definitely wins there. But unlike the Modari, you do have to stay there holding the trigger while it inflates and keep an eye on the pressure gauge yourself. Once you hit the PSI that you want, you release the trigger, and that stops the inflation. One thing we really like about the Ryobi is if you already own other Ryobi ONE+ tools, you can swap batteries around, which is just super convenient. At the end of the day, both of these worked really well for us, and we don't feel like either one of them was a bad purchase, but we do want to mention something that's rather important here. Neither of these inflators is going to magically fix a damaged tire. If your tire has a puncture, sidewall damage, or a blowout, you're still going to need a spare tire or roadside assistance to resolve that situation. These are really best for low pressure situations and regular tire maintenance. So overall, both of these definitely earned a spot in our camping and road trip gear. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you in the next video.